Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, then my name is Alisha, and today I'm going to do my entire face of makeup using only one tool, without any brushes. Only one tool, and that is this baby right here. Beauty blender or beauty sponge, whatever you can call this. So I'm going to do my full face of makeup only using this, my brows, my eyeshadow, my lips, my everything, using only this sponge. This sponge is a little bit old because this thing is going to stain my sponges very badly, so I have used the old one, so don't mind that. Now yeah, without further ado, let's get started to the video. So guys, now let's get started. First I'm gonna prime my face using this MILANI Perfection Primer. This is the hydrating one, and this step is a very easy one because I usually do this step with the beauty blender, so this won't be a tricky part for me. So I'm applying my primer into my skin. Have you guys watched my testing TikTok viral hacks yet? Because that was a very good and very funny experience. If you have not watched it yet, then please go and watch it. You will enjoy it for sure. So now after I have applied my base, primer, now I'm applying a foundation. So for a foundation, I'm using this MILANI Conceal and Perfect foundation in shade, what shade is this? I don't know the shade. Light beige. This shade doesn't match me perfectly, so it may look a little bit off. I have not found a perfect match for my skin tone in this foundation. I don't know, the shades are pretty off, to be honest. But this foundation is really good. If you want a very higher coverage, then this foundation is very good. Now let's dab it into my skin. Always blend the foundation into your neck, so your face and your neck doesn't look different. As you can see, this shade is a little bit light for me, but this foundation oxidizes a little bit, so I guess it will be okay. So yeah, foundation done. This was the easy part, easiest part ever because I only do my base using this one. So yeah, now let's move on to the concealer. And for concealer, I'm using this Alisha Pro Conceal in shade Creamy Beige. Now let's apply this using a blender. So I'm taking it directly to the sponge and applying this into my under eyes. I cannot see properly, but I'm using this as my eye base also. Usually I apply it with the brush, it comes in the applicator, and blend it later with the beauty sponge. Because today is applying my makeup using a blender, I thought I would do it this way, so it will be fair. Oh no, I should have done my brows first. Oh shoot, I messed it up. No worries, we will do it later on. Okay, now the concealer is done. After the concealer is done, I think I will move on to my brows. The trickiest part, I don't know how am I gonna do this. For my brows, I'm using a dry beauty blender. I'm using a dry sponge because it will be easier, I guess, because if the powder is wet, then it will make a mess. So I'm taking a MILANI brow powder because pomades are pretty difficult to get it into a sponge, so I'm being a little bit clever and using a brow powder instead. So yeah, I don't know how am I gonna fill this brows with the sponge, but let's see. I think it may work. For this I will need my mirror a little bit closer, please don't mind, because I think I'm gonna use a TikTok hack for this. Yeah, that would be a clever idea, I guess. So I'm stamping the brow powder onto my eyebrows, but I have already done my base, so it's gonna be a mess. I know, I'm pretty sure it is going to be a mess. Oh my god, TikTok wala. I'm going back to the memories of that TikTok one. Okay, never mind. Let's do my other brows as well. My brows are very odd shape. Both of my brows doesn't match each other even a little bit. Oh my god, I don't know if I will be able to clean these brows. To be honest, I'm really scared of this thing. It's looking like a disaster. Oh my god. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Leave it. See how good it is gonna look. Now, my phone just rang. So I have, after I created a very bad disaster in my eyebrows, I'm trying to clean it with a sponge. I don't know if it's gonna work. God. Oh my god. I don't think this is gonna work, guys. I am not sure. This is the most trickiest part, to be honest. Now let's do the upper brows. Okay. Oh my god. It's turning into a mess. Oh my god. I'm not sure. My eyebrows are looking so bad. Oh my god. Now let's do the other eyes. Oh, I forgot to mention. Recently I saw James Charles doing this challenge, so I thought, why not, let's try it and test myself and challenge myself. Let's see if I can do it or not. His was too good actually, because yeah, he's obviously a very good makeup artist. He's very good at his makeup skills. I don't know if he did his brows using a blender. I think he did only his face, I guess. So yeah, I'm not gonna even try to make this perfect, because it is not gonna be perfect whatsoever, because this tool is not meant for this thing. Okay, now after my eyebrows is done, I'm gonna set my face using a translucent powder, and I'm using a Coty Airspun powder. Now let's make sure we don't have any creases in our under eyes, on our lids, everywhere else. Now let's get right into the powder. I apply my powder using a brush. Today I'm trying with a wet beauty sponge, so let's see if this works, because yeah, I think this will work. I can see many people trying this because the reason that it works, right? Because of the reason that it works. Oh god, how am I gonna do my eyeshadow with a blender? make my face work, make my bronzer, blush, everything work with a blender, but eyeshadow with a blender sounds a little bit scary for me. So yeah, I have powdered my face and it's looking pretty good. It has been set. Now let's move on to my bronzer or contour, whatever you guys can say. And for that, I think I'm going to use a dry blender, and I'm using this part and I'm pinching it and taking my Wet n Wild powder. So much came out, but I don't know. Sponge. What? Okay, fine. It will work. Don't worry, it will work. Oh my god, that's a very harsh contour. I should rub some of that in my hand. I have to blend it pretty well now. I'm taking this side and I'm trying to blend this part. But the contour is pretty sharp, right? It's right on point. But I think it would be better with the cream contour. I should have used the cream products instead of the powder one. Let's see how it turns out. I think I'm gonna blend this thing with the sponge that I use to apply my foundation, so it looks a little bit, doesn't look a little bit crazy. Okay, I think this looks fine. I'm just gonna apply the same bronzer in my jawline, because in this lockdown, by eating so much, I tried so hard to lose weight, and now here I am gaining it again. It took me about 1.5 years to lose weight, and to gain it took only 1 month. Wow. I guess many of you have gained weight during this lockdown. Very घरमा बसेर I don't feel like doing workouts. That's a pretty human thing. we don't feel pretty serious when we are at home. We don't want to do anything. Now I think the bronzer looks quite good. I don't know if it's looking a little bit harsh, but what can we do? Now I'm using a blush, and for blush I'm using this Jordana blush in Rouge 17 number. Now I'm using the same sponge to apply the brush. This may be a disaster. I have to rub this into my hand first before applying. But the face part is not that bad, I guess. It's not that difficult. We can make this work. It may look a little bit patchy, but what can we do? I don't have a cream blush, so I'm just using my regular powder blush. Sorry, the brush and blush word is always confusing to me. Okay. I think that's looking pretty good for this sponge. And now let's apply a highlighter. I think I'm gonna apply a highlighter with a wet sponge, because it is gonna look very good. For what highlighter, I'm using this Maybelline Master Chrome highlighter, and this is very good and very blinding. It's in molten rose gold. So I'm applying this using a damp sponge. So yeah, because the sponge was damp, it's applying it so good. Okay. My mirror is down, so if you are wondering why am I looking down, Manero, then that is why. Okay, my highlighter looks pretty good. Now let's apply some of it into my nose as well. Nosy posy. Highlighter never looks good in my nose, to be honest. Now my face part is done, the easiest part is done. Now let's move on to the difficult part, and let's move on to our eyes. Oh god, this is gonna be a disaster. For this I'm using this MILANI eyeshadow palette in, what is this, hyperpigmented face and eyes palette, and oh sorry, it looks something like this. It has 2 highlighters and 9 eyeshadows. One thing I don't like about this is it doesn't have any dark shades, browns, and it have only maroons and shimmery shades, which makes me very difficult to apply my eyeshadow with only using this one. So yeah, let's try to create a look. Okay, for mattes I'm gonna use this dry blender which I used earlier. I'm gonna be smart and use only 2 colors. I'm not gonna be creative, I'm sorry, because this is not gonna work. I cannot even see through this thing where I'm applying the shades Panera. Oh my god, where did it go? Where did the shade go? It's looking like a mess. Fine, whatever. Let's do my other eyes as well. It's not gonna match, I know that. Oh, I picked up the different shade. What the hell? Okay, let's do it again. Let's try this thing again. Where the hell? I'm just tempted to blend it with my fingers. Oh god, it's looking like a mess. How do people come out with this type of challenges? I don't know, ideas.
One eternity later.
Okay, I'm here with the eyeshadow blended. Now let's try to apply a shimmer shade, and for shimmer shade I'm using a wet sponge. So which shade I'm gonna use? I think I'm gonna use the shade, what is this? Shade Toasted. Okay, let's try to apply this. Is it here? I'm just gonna try to create a hello eye with this. Oh god, for shimmers it definitely works better than the matte. So this shade is looking a little bit too golden for my liking, so I'm gonna add this highlighter shade called Flicker on top of it. I'm using the same sponge and I'm just dabbing this thing, and let's apply this. The shimmer shade has already taken the matte shade away, so I'm taking the same shade that I used earlier, and now I'm gonna apply this thing into my outer and inner corners to make it look a little bit more blended. Okay, that's not looking that bad as I thought it would be. So I'm gonna do the same thing to my other eyes. Now this eye is always the trickiest one here. The color never sticks in this eye properly, and the cut crease part is always the hardest in this eye. I just hate this eye, don't like it. Okay, this is it for my eyeshadow, because I'm not even trying to make this look better, because this is how good it's gonna look. Now I'm moving on to what else. Okay, I cannot apply the lashes with my sponge, to be honest, so I will be right back with my eyelashes on. So even my lashes look wonky today. Nothing is working out. I'm about to cry. Okay, this is my entire face and my eyes done. Now last part is for lips. I don't know how am I gonna apply a lipstick with a blender. Let's try it. We have already done the hardest part, so why be scared? I think I'm gonna use this one, the dry one, right? And I'm using this Essence lipstick in shade This Is Me, Happy. And this shade, I'm just loving it. So good, perfect for my skin tone, perfect nude. I'm waiting when the lockdown is gonna be over and I'm gonna pick up more shades from this lipstick because the formula is so good and it's still cheap. I don't know, I forgot how much it costed because I bought this I think 2 months ago. To be honest, my lips are looking a little bit weird. I don't know how I'm gonna wash this thing off my blender. I think I have to throw it. My lips is done. Okay guys, this is the finished makeup look. This is how it turned out using only this sponge. I have not used any brushes to achieve this makeup look, so hope you guys like it, like my effort. I tried my best. This brow looks a little bit weird, to be honest. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed watching me struggle doing my makeup using this sponge, then please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I will be back with another ideas and fun videos for you guys, so stay tuned for that. I will see you in my next video. Bye. Thank you so much for watching.